The Vanilla Perfected Mod Pack. VP offers a compilation of extremely good performance, beautiful shaders with custom settings, rewarding exploration with unique loot, and a slew of quality of life mods mixed with really great resource packs. It serves as the perfect foundation for anyone getting into modding to download, enjoy, and even add on to as they see fit. Last year I released Vanilla Perfected, and as of today I've added so much new content that I figured I'd make an update video. Today we're diving into all of the new big changes and additions on what is the perfect mod pack for you to play as we go into 2026. For all my subscribers who've played my mod pack, thank you all so much for the 1 million downloads thus far, and for anyone new to modding, I'll have a brand new Minecraft modding tutorial out in a couple of days that will answer any questions you could possibly have. Without further ado though, let's jump into this. Vanilla Perfected now comes with its own custom splash text, as well as a panorama to reflect which update you're currently playing. Shaders have now received some minor changes, most notably being that water will now look more similar to vanilla Minecraft, but if you prefer the realistic look, it'll only take about 10 seconds to change it back in the settings. Built-in controller support is now here for all those that prefer not to use something like mouse and keyboard to play Minecraft with. For those that do, however, you're now able to search keybinds in the settings to make it much easier for you to switch off default into whatever you'd like before playing. Players with multiple monitors can now swap your game to borderless windowed, so tabbing out of the game will no longer minimize your window if you're doing something else on your computer. Packed packs was added as a means to make managing your resource packs much easier. You're able to drag and drop, open or delete files, create presets to instantly swap to and from, among so many other quality of life changes. Delete worlds to trash was added to prevent accidentally deleting your worlds permanently. Cherished worlds already exist as a means of favoriting worlds, but this is added protection that couldn't hurt. Deleted worlds will now show up in your PC's recycling bin. Replay mod was removed in favor of Flashback, a much more intuitive mod for gathering screenshots, filming time lapses, or recording your favorite moments in game. My creative builders out there can rejoice as Axiom is now a big part of Vanilla Perfected, though many of Axiom's default keybinds are disabled by default to prevent those unfamiliar with the mod from accidentally interacting with it. The day counter will now intuitively be present on your screen at all times. It does not overlap with your F3 menu and can be tweaked in the mod menu for either appearance or to be toggled on and off. Dungeons and Taverns received a massive slew of updates since the release of Vanilla Perfected, and now features more structures, many of which take part in a trial chamber kind of system using vaults and keys. These structures now hold exclusive enchantments to make finding them worth your time, like this explosive bow enchantment meant to replicate gassed fireballs. You'll find maps to these structures and their loot inside of taverns spread throughout your world. Happy gas in Vanilla Perfected will no longer be incredibly slow. If you're moving in one direction for a couple of seconds, your gas will then begin to build up speed, allowing it to fly faster. If you'd like it to go even faster than that, you can splash it with a swiftness potion and your happy gas will finally hit the speeds that we see it hit in the Minecraft trailers. Vanilla-friendly waypoints now exist in Vanilla Perfected. Using a lodestone and linking it with a named compass will now cause the locator bar to appear on your screen. As long as the compass is in your inventory, you can see this waypoint at any point in your world. And if you have multiple, throw every compass you have into a bundle to save space and you can see them all at once. Armored enemies and armor in general that you find out in the wild will now have a random chance of coming with armor trims. This is seen in vanilla via enemies that spawn in trial chambers and makes new loot or enemies that you find much more interesting. The All Mob Heads data pack is now built into Vanilla Perfected, meaning you no longer need to download it and add it yourself. It allows you to get mob heads for every single mob in the game as long as you're using looting. The Advancements tab will show you which ones you've collected thus far and what the drop chances are to help you collect them all. Scholar is now in Vanilla Perfected and makes books and quills so much more interesting to interact with, while also adding an incredible amount of quality of life changes to books in general. You can also color the cover of your books and that will be reflected when placing them in chiseled bookshelves. Moving on to resource packs, by far the best thing is Vanilla Tweaks is now built into Vanilla Perfected, which is fantastic because my settings come with a slew of changes that I find make the game so much better. Enchantment outlines are now in the game as seen in actions and stuff, and this is by far a top 3 pack of all time for me, and I'm so glad to have something like this in Vanilla Perfected. Lively Turtle Helmet is going to transform the turtle helmet in-game to an actual turtle that will sit and is animated on top of your head when wearing it or placing it on an armor stand. Speaking of which, armor stands have seen a glow up as they now look much bulkier and more able to hold heavy armor sets and weapons. Vanilla Perfected now features a slew of updated mob textures, which mainly come from both 𝗟𝗡𝗥𝗏 as well as 𝗏𝗏. These can be seen via the zombies, skeletons, creepers, endermen, and piglins of 𝗟, as well as the blazes and the pillagers of 𝗏𝗏. 𝗏𝗏's Pillager pack and all of 𝗟's packs also feature incredibly good looking variants of their mobs depending on the biome that they spawned in, which will make your world feel 10 times more alive instead of just seeing the same carbon copy mob everywhere despite it being in different environments. With mob eggs getting proper textures from Mojang and vanilla Minecraft, I've done away with the old mob crates pack and simply installed eggs and eyes to make it even easier to tell which mob egg is which while retaining the vanilla feel. Now whenever you place clocks inside of item frames, you're given a proper 3D clock model that's going to retain its actual function of telling time and also look fantastic inside your builds. Weskerson's Torches is going to give your torches a nice fiery animation, which pairs great with not enough animations that comes with Vanilla Perfected, and is especially great when running shaders because of the dynamic lighting. Almost Vanilla Potions does a great job at making each potion in the game look unique depending on the actual effect that it grants you, so you're more able to see which potion is which at a glance. Speaking of which, Enchanted Books Recovered is the enchantment book pack of choice for Vanilla Perfected, and comes with so many great textures for books, including some animated ones as well. Finally, 𝗁𝗟𝗏𝗍𝗍 transforms the old outdated bookshelf texture into one that pairs incredibly well with chiseled bookshelves, and even has alternating textures when placing them down. So far, we've talked about a lot of the new mods and resource packs for Vanilla Perfected, but keep in mind these are not all of the new features that have come since the release last year. These are simply some of the biggest ones that I wanted to highlight in a video. With all that said though, Vanilla Perfected having over 1 million downloads a year since its release is something that I never thought would be humanly possible. In the beginning, I did not even want to make this mod pack, but I got so many comments from people asking me what mods and resource packs I used in my videos that I finally caved and decided to release it. Never could I have imagined it being in the top 10 most popular mod packs of all time for Modrinth, and truly I'm incredibly thankful for each and every one of you guys that decide to support this pack. It's become a very big part of the channel and who I am as a person, and it's something that I'm very excited to keep on updating as time goes on into the future. One question I do however get whenever new updates come out now that the game drop system is a thing is when does Vanilla Perfected get updated after a new Minecraft update? As you'll notice as watching this video, the Mounts of Mayhem drop has currently been released, but Vanilla Perfected hasn't been updated to that yet. And to that I say it normally takes about 1 to 2 months for me to fully update Vanilla Perfected. I tend to not like going the alpha and beta route when releasing new versions of the mod pack. I typically like to just do a full release and then hotfix from there, so it usually will take about 1 to 2 months for all of the mods to get updated and properly up to speed with the new game drop. That said, I really do appreciate all of you guys for watching today's video, for supporting the mod pack and everything in between, and like I said at the beginning of the video, for those that are not familiar with Minecraft modding, I'll have a brand new modding tutorial out very soon. Last year I did one using the CurseForge launcher, this year I'll do one using the Modrinth launcher, and I think next year I'll probably do one using the Prism launcher for those that are familiar with that. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for watching today's video. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for the support on the mod pack and for the channel as a whole. Thank you guys so much for all of the support this year on YouTube. It's been absolutely mind-blowing, and I'll see you guys next time.